All right, all right, all right. Happy Wednesday, y'all. We back with Sophisticated Ratchet Chat.
Yo.
Hey, it's your girl Asha Noel, and we back with our second episode of our WineTales with WineTales series. Okay, episode 2, and who I am blessed with the presence again with my cousin Denise, aka Niecy. This is my co-host for this series, WineTales with WineTales, where we put a little bit more ratchet in the Sophisticated Ratchet. Okay, so I told y'all we're gonna be talking about all different type of subjects and topics. There is no limit. There is no filter. As you can see, it wouldn't be WineTales with WineTales if we did not have wine, of course.
Dirty wine.
Dirty wine, that is. I told y'all get close to the camera every time. Okay? So y'all can see.
Dirty wine.
We're drinking raspberry peach again. Okay, this is my wine.
My favorite.
Yes, it's a semi-sweet. It's very delicious. 15% alcohol. Get you some. Hit me up. DM me. We're on Instagram at Dirty Wine, DIRTEA. Okay, my wine does have green tea in it. DIRTEA.
I don't even like green tea.
Wine, okay? Dirty wine. So holla at your girl. I'm excited about this second episode. If you missed last week, you could go back on YouTube or Facebook and view the live that we did. Again, this is live, so you getting genuine, authentic, in the raw reactions, conversations. I don't edit anything. I don't take out nothing because this is just what we here to show. Sophisticated Ratchet Chats is about showing all sides of me and my guests and my co-host.
For sure.
So that's what we're going to do, okay? We have nothing to hide. It's the judge-free zone. So let's get into it. Let's toast first to episode 2.
Period.
Cheers. Yes. Now, I know you don't have dirty wine at home yet because I have not gotten your order. So, even though I'm letting you know what we're drinking, go get your glass or go get your coffee mug or your teacup, sip on your tea. Or if you want to sip on something a little stronger, whatever floats your boat. Okay, it's Wednesday, it's hump day. We got to get over that hump to the rest of the week. So do whatever you got to do to relax yourself and get into the conversation.
Yeah, so today we venting today. That's what we do. We want to hear some topics. We want to hear some questions. We want to hear what y'all think. Just give us feedback. We venting today. So anything you want to get off your mind, anything you want to say, anything you want to, your input you want to put in,
yes,
it's your time to do it.
I have my phone. We doing it this way so I can see y'all comments. I don't know what happened last week. I couldn't see comments on Facebook for some reason. I've been having this issue for the past few weeks, so I'm gonna look into that. But until then, y'all, I can see y'all comments on Facebook from my phone, so I'm gonna try not to miss any questions. I see Carla. Hey, my Virgo sister. What's up? One of my faithful supporters. I appreciate you, girl. You know, us Virgos gotta stick together because our season coming up and they be mad. They be mad at us, girl. So I appreciate everybody's support. I really do, especially the ones that, y'all been standing strong with me every week. Y'all support, and I love it. Y'all engage. I appreciate that. But make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe these lives as well. Tell people about Sophisticated Ratchet Chats. Again, we want to talk about what y'all want to hear and what y'all want to talk about. Yeah. So get into the comments, get into the chat. We're going to chit-chat about everything.
Slide in the DMs. That's cool, too.
Slide in the DM.
You feel like you need something to get something off your chest?
Because it goes down in the DM.
Let it be there.
It goes down in the DM. Yes.
The dirty.
Okay. The dirty. So, last week, we talked about my cousin and her new entrepreneurial journey with her cleaning business. We talked about her hustle and grind. She's a retired stripper. You know what I'm saying? We talked about that. We got to a little spiciness, but how we ended the conversation was we was talking about pregnancy. We both were young mothers, teen moms, pretty much, at 17, 18. That's still a teen. Okay. Yeah. We didn't know what we was doing. Life was just starting and we had to take care of another human being. So we left off talking about that. We're not going to spend the whole episode talking about pregnancy, okay, guys? But we gonna go deep because we got some questions. People that was interested about what we were talking about and just wanted to get a little deeper. And like she said, we've been today, so we don't know where the conversation might go or end up, but that's how we like it. So that's what we're doing today. So just to get the preliminaries out the way and keep our word, okay, we're gonna talk about pregnancy, like depression during pregnancy, postpartum depression. All of that is real. And it doesn't just happen to rich people.
But you don't know it's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't know it's happening until you like all the way on the floor. Like you don't know what's really happening. You never experienced
until it's there. Until it's happening.
You already on the floor.
Yes. Hey Kitty, I see you, girl. I'm trying to come to DC for my birthday, so I'm gonna be hitting you up. Okay. I just saw your hearts. I love you and I miss you, sis. We gotta book your class while we there too. But okay, my plan is to come to DC. I might have to start a GoFundMe for my birthday trip, child. But I'm coming. But yeah, so postpartum depression, you don't really know you're in it until you're in it. I was not diagnosed by a professional, a medical professional. I did experience some of the symptoms, but I didn't self-diagnose myself. I'm not gonna speak that on myself. I've dealt with a form of depression, but I didn't deal with postpartum. I think for me, it wasn't so much as postpartum because I still like created a bond with my child. I was still active. You know, I went to work. I was still active for my. It was everything else. It was like when I was by myself, I was like, "What's about to happen to my life? Like this is my life right now." And it's like I don't know whoever else have children on here, and if you can relate, that first year was like it went so fast. Like my life went so fast the first year of after having my child. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was moving so fast.
Because we had to grow up.
Yes.
And growing up was like
it was like, come on, but see, I feel like even if you're like a mother at like in your 20s or your 30s, it's like that first year. And I'm gonna say this: if it was unplanned, of course, I did not plan to have a child that young. To be honest, I didn't want kids. I wanted to be the rich auntie.
To me, I feel like I didn't want to have kids either. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like my mindset was a whole other thing because I had my life planned out.
Naively thinking like, oh, ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, just naively thinking because you with somebody so long, y'all doing what y'all doing, and y'all ain't using no protection. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, and for me, it wasn't even so much as naive thinking. I was just ignorant. I was uneducated because I was on birth control. Taking a pill every day.
I never been on.
And the day I did not take my pill, I got pregnant. I had intercourse and I got pregnant. The day I did not. So, and what I mean by I was ignorant, uneducated, I'm thinking that because I take a pill every day, I can't get pregnant, even if I miss a day.
I feel like.
But literally, if you don't take that pill that day and you're ovulating and you have sex, unprotected sex,
they make you stronger.
You're going to get pregnant. That's literally how my son boy is here.
Stop doing what you
like doing. I wasn't supposed to be doing what I was doing anyway, but you know, so I'm thinking I feel like, yeah, I forgot to take my pill, I'll be all right, it's in my system. That's how my mind went because I wasn't really fully educated. When you go get birth control, they tell you to make sure you take your pill every day, but they don't tell you can get pregnant if you don't take your pill for that day. They just tell you to take your pill every day so your menstrual and your cycle can stay consistent. And so you don't cause yourself to get headaches and cramps and all this stuff. They just say nothing like you still gonna get pregnant if you don't take that pill a day. Nobody said that to me.
I didn't have to deal with it. I never been on birth control in my life.
Ever?
I never took a shot. I never took a pill. I never did none of that. It was just, to be honestly, people always told me, you better not get pregnant. You better not get pregnant.
And it's almost like they pushed you.
So that was my birth control. For so long, you feel me? Because I'm thinking in my mind, the worst thing I can do is come home with a
And you would think that's what I've have learned with having two sisters that were teen mothers as well. I would have caught on.
That's what I said.
It was like, girl, like you see what they had to do, because my sister still endured. Like they were teen moms, but they still finished school and top of the class. You know what I'm saying? Even now, got good jobs and take care of their kids like super moms to this day. So maybe because they made it look easy. It wasn't that much pressure. I don't know.
You was living in your own fantasy land.
That's what I said. Like I was being sad.
You was paying attention, but you really weren't paying.
I was paying attention, but I just didn't think it would happen to me because I thought I took proper precaution. I got on birth control. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was doing stuff a little different, but again, because I wasn't educated on it, it was like, girl, it still happened. It still happened. I know my parents was like, another one. Again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I love you guys, but no. So a lot of thoughts is going through your head that first year, even like those first few weeks, because postpartum happens in stages, and that's why I didn't know. When I read up on
it, I feel like when you happens in stages. That's your first. Like you'd have probably been through hell and fucking back, but when you become a mom, that's the first real year of your motherfucking life.
It's real.
You fighting for your life.
You adjusting to your new body.
You fighting for your child life. Because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah. And you don't know, really, you see other moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, like we all have moms. We have moms around us. But you don't know what kind of mom you're going to be. You don't know how your child is going to be. Like, that was all the thoughts in my head. Like, you know how older people be telling you, like, yeah, wait till you have some kids, you gonna see. When I tell you I was praying so hard, like, Lord, please don't let my child do everything that I did, cause I'm gonna go through it.
I was surprised because my son kind of like teeter-tottered in stages. Like he was the beautiful baby. My baby didn't cry. He didn't need for anything. You feel what I'm saying? And then he got probably like around 5 or 6. He was bad. I'm talking about bad.
See?
Bad. And then like around, I want to say like 7, he just broke up out of it. Like my son started being proper and you know what I'm saying? People used to be like, this is not your son. Like
people used to kill me about Tayshawn. They used to be like, why he talking white? I used to get so irritated.
People be like, he's so proper.
What is talking white? Like he's speaking proper English.
He know how to talk. He know how to use his words. Yeah. His mom is good.
Okay. Good. I'm good. We know how to turn it on and turn it off, okay?
Sure. But I know how to pick you up with words. And I also know how to tell you down. So,
and especially most women do, okay? You know, we know what to say.
Down.
When to say, how to say it. Okay? We know.
Down.
We know when to say it and how to say it. I'm sorry, y'all see me leaning in like this. I'm trying to I want all this stuff. So, okay. So let's go through these phases. Postpartum has phases. And I want to get through this because I want to get to the good questions that we have. We got some good questions. There's 3 phases to postpartum. The first is like literally within the first 12 hours of giving birth. You go through like this phase where you kind of like emotions everywhere, and you're not even connected to what's going on physically in front of you right now. Like you even kind of detached from your child
because you terrified.
You know, and I really think that's why I wasn't able to breastfeed. Like Tayshawn would not latch on, and I tried and I tried, and I was feeling guilty about that. I'm like, well, my child don't want my milk. You know, like
I tried breastfeeding.
I tried it and it wasn't happening. So I had to, settle to look into formulas, to make sure that it wasn't, the level of lead, I like being precautions. Luckily, I took childbirth classes. So I knew a little bit about that to check about that. But I was like, I really wanted to breastfeed.
I was really Brenda's having a baby around this bitch. But I was so caught up in what was going on around me. Mm-hmm. That I couldn't enjoy my pregnancy. You feel me? So that's why it was like one and done for me. Like I'm never going through that experience ever again because life was I feel like that was the. That was the craziest moment of my motherfucking life when I was pregnant.
So, okay, kind of tapping back into last week's topic. So you went, of course, you went back to stripping after you had your baby. So
way after.
You stripped before and after your pregnancy, or was it after?
No, I started before. This was way before my son was ever even thought about. You feel me?
So then
I had my son at 19.
Okay.
So I had already jumped in the game. I was probably like 17. Just turning 17.
Okay.
You feel me? And honestly, before that, I was in the streets. You feel me? Running, selling drugs, doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I kind of grew up and then it was places I didn't want to be, so I ran away. I was a runaway for 4 years.
Really?
It was gone. Nobody knew where I was for 4 years. For 4 years.
See, y'all, like, this is my blood.
My daddy,
I had no idea.
My daddy went to the penitentiary. And I tried to endure, like, everything that was going on at the crib for as long as I could till my daddy got out of jail. But I just couldn't take it no more. I wrote my daddy while he was in jail, told him, like, I'm gone. I ain't never coming back.
Wow.
And I was gone. Didn't nobody know where I was for a long time, G. Nobody knew where I was.
Did you move, like, out of the city? Or
no, I was still in the neighborhood. That's the crazy part, because that's how I knew that what I was feeling was validated, because nobody was looking for me.
Wow.
For real. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even know you was missing.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't see each other all the time. Yeah. So I was just thinking, like, we young. Around the time, because around the time, you talking about we was teenagers.
This was right after the last time I came to y'all crib to stay for summer.
Well, that was right before
we was like 15.
Before I got, that's what I was saying. That probably was right before I got pregnant.
Yeah, we was like 15.
I got pregnant at 15.
Matter of fact, this the same time when we saw some girls at the park.
So we was staying out west.
Y'all was on Chicago Avenue.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Because the park we walked to.
On the corner.
The park that's on the corner. No, we lived.
No, y'all stayed at Washington. What was that with the balcony?
Oh yeah, that was girl, that was Washington and Lockwood.
Yep. That was right after that. After that summer, my daddy went to jail.
Yeah, that sound about right. Fighting in the park over there. That sound about right. Okay.
And I'm from out south, so I wasn't already going.
That sound about right. So, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, we had some wild. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to hear that. We had some wild times. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. If we had wild times as teenagers, imagine the shit that was really happening when I left. You feel me?
Right.
When I left home with y'all, that was like really like home was from home. You feel me? I could really be a kid and be, you know what I'm saying, a teenager and feel like and let my head down and not have to worry about where I'm gonna eat. Not worry about.
I wish everybody stay with us. I wish I would have known you was going through that for real. My mom definitely would let you live with us because she let everybody else live with us. Especially around that time, like for real, I had a best friend that lived with us for a minute.
Matter of fact, remember when I came out there, you ain't had no clothes?
Yeah, I let you wear my booty.
Yes.
I remember I had a watch. Baby, I never forget this because I was like, "Oh, this is my favorite shirt. I love my cousin."
See, I had no clothes.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
Like, shit was for real. So when I went back to the crib, it was just like, I can't even.
See, y'all getting some stuff I didn't even know tonight. Okay. Like for real, like that's so crazy because around that time I think we always just like
and we was favorite cousins and you never knew because
I never knew that.
I felt like I didn't have to talk about that when I was at y'all house. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I could be free and be
you was really trying not to think about what you
know what I'm saying? There was stability. It was cool Auntie Internet coming in there trying to treat us and you feel me? Like I didn't have that at home. You know what I'm saying? I would sleep whenever I wanted to. I'd be out whenever I wanted to.
Yeah, it was bedtime in my house, baby. Lights out,
For real.
TVs off, go to bed.
So just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I had my son, I was really technically, I hadn't seen nobody. That's why I told you I had my baby by myself. Didn't nobody know where I was. I wasn't in contact with none of my family when none of that shit was going on. When my baby daddy got killed, right after that is when my daddy had just got off the penitentiary. That's how me and my daddy kind of linked back up, and I got back in tune with my cousin Shay, rest in peace. But
okay,
so it was just like, because my daddy was the one that told me I was pregnant. You feel me? I swear to God, all this happened when Granddaddy died. Remember how I came to Granddaddy's funeral?
Mm-hmm.
Gee, I was totally out of whack.
Yeah, I had Tayshawn that year, so Tayshawn was only like some months old.
And my baby I wasn't even 5 months pregnant yet. I was completely out of whack, G.
Oh, so okay. So think now that I know all of this, and I know, like at the beginning, you said you really didn't want kids, which I could definitely relate to, and you ended up having this child. But everything you went through during that process, like now at the grown age you are, you know what I'm saying, you more mature, you have a different aspect on life, you raise your son, and although he's older, do you ever think about like, and this may sound selfish a little bit because I don't care though, because I have these thoughts.
Like, be like if I am.
No, like now because you didn't get to experience like a happy pregnancy or like a baby shower and stuff like that. Do you think like, I ain't saying have a baby just to have a baby shower, but you know what I'm saying? Like you missed out on those those kind of experiences. Do sometimes you think like you want to have another child?
The next time if I ever do have another baby, I'm not saying shunning it like, oh no, these ovaries on lock. You feel me? At one point in time, yeah, I would have went for the hysterectomy.
Really?
Swear to God.
So you don't.
That's how much I resented being pregnant. That's why I tell people all the time, like, that's why my son looks so much like me. G, I used to be in the mirror just looking at my son. I cannot believe
he was really going through. Yeah,
like. It was crazy. That was the most craziest shit that ever happened.
So how did you pull yourself up out of that? Like, were you medically diagnosed, or you just kind of pulled yourself out of the depressive state?
Hell no. My doctors and them recommended me to go to therapy, everything. Like, I was fucked up. Like, I wasn't talking.
Did you go to therapy?
Yeah, I did that shit for like 2 sessions. I ain't even gonna lie. Okay. You feel me? Because the frustrating part was I felt like the person wasn't really there for my mental health. You know what I'm saying? They was only concerned about the baby. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So they study asking me like, do you feel like you're gonna harm the baby and woo woo? You know what I'm saying? Like that's frustrating. Like I'm going through real life shit, bro. Like you think I'm gonna,
they gotta ask you. But they gotta ask those questions.
I know it, but in my mind, I'm like, you think I'm gonna crash out and kill my baby and end up in jail for life after the shit that I'm going through?
Some people go that far because they don't think that far. They don't think I could go to jail for life. They thinking like, let me just fix what they think the issue is.
I was just trying to pull myself up out that shit because I was allowing that shit to really mentally break me. You know what I'm saying? Like my man was playing tricks on me. Like I can hear my baby daddy talking to me like. I can hear his keys coming through the door. Like, you feel me? Like, I experienced all of that shit, and that shit is fucking with your mind while your hormones is already swinging from each side of the room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It was just a crazy time. My baby daddy mama had to call the fire department to come get me out the house. I completely barricaded myself in the crib.
Wow.
Like, wouldn't come out.
Wow.
Yeah. It was insane.
Well, I thank God that you came out of that.
I just, to be honest, you know what kept me fighting? He was gonna be like my woman. Feel me? Like I just could not give up. Like I could not. That's basically what my mama did. You feel me? She crashed out, left us in the bed. You feel me? Like,
wow.
and never look back.
Wow.
So it was just like, I just, you know what I'm saying? Denise, pick yourself up. Pick yourself up.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up.
Wow.
But I picked myself up, and here I am, 17 years later.
Here you are, deliver, okay? Because that's not coming back.
He's smart.
Oh, wait. I was trying to.
He don't even know half the half. But it'd be cool because he watched me grow up. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together.
And that's how I feel. I feel like I'm sitting really quick. I forgot to do that. So hopefully it works. But that's how I feel like my son grew up with me. Like he seen me go through a lot, not just go through a marriage and a divorce. He literally seen me grow up. Like we grew up together. He's seen the different stages of me. Like even now, like to this day. Yeah, there we go. Even to this day. I got time to do it. Can we read it? Told y'all getting the laugh. Y'all getting the laugh. It ain't gonna work. We getting the echo.
But yeah, it's crazy because I was doing shit at that age I ain't had no business doing. Like my baby daddy was my first threesome. You feel me? Like,
yeah. Okay. So again, you had to go through all this by yourself. Your baby father passed. You this young mom. You didn't want kids, so now you got to adapt to the fact that your life dramatically changed.
I kind of had a baby before I had a baby. I had a baby before I had a baby.
Right, now you're forced to grow up, and your child got to grow up with you. Your child is learning like you learn.
I kind of fake had practice because my baby daddy other son was born 3 months before my son. So
you had to deal with that too.
I used to always have him. Oh, I used to always have him as an infant from the time he came out. I had him.
And you need to write a book because you had to deal with your baby father who passed away. So he already passed away. And you found out he had another baby.
No, I found out my baby. This is the crazy. My baby daddy ended up. See, this is the type of relationship we had. Me and him was like best friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
He ended up getting another bitch. Just I ain't gonna say another bitch because I love the bitch now, but I ain't gonna say another bitch. But he got another female. He was fucking with it. Okay. How I ended up bumping my baby daddy. He was technically already fucking with Shorty. You feel what I'm saying? But he was fucking with Shorty because she wasn't from the hood. She was from the suburbs, the goofy. She was giving him all the money and letting him drive her car, all type of shit. You feel me? So he was fucking with her on that type of shit. So when he came and met a real bitch like me, he fell in love. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that was my cousin and best friend. So that's how I ended up bumping him. But boom, we years into our we years. That's what I'm saying. There. We was doing shit we had no motherfucking business doing as teenagers. You feel what I'm saying? We had real life shit going on that we had no business going on. You feel me? Like me and this lady was at each other's neck for years. Well, I ain't gonna say at each other's neck because I wasn't that shit. I won. You feel me? So I wasn't mad.
So why you feel like you won?
Because I got the nigga.
So he ended up not being with her. And, but y'all was pregnant at the same time.
Let me get to that. Boom. We about probably like 3 years of time relationship. You feel me? Mm-hmm. And he was going to jail all the time. You feel me? So I'm telling him like, you're not a good drug dealer. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Change.
Just go to school.
When you keep going to jail, just change.
He just kept going to jail. You feel me? Just for a little goofy
change
shit.
Career path.
So I'm telling him like, just let me sell the drugs. You feel what I'm saying? So that was really majority of what I was doing. I was busy running the streets, getting to the money, and he was doubling back with her. You feel me? And ended up
doubling back while you putting in work for him.
Period. And ended up. That's why I said
that's crazy.
I feel like
that's crazy, bro.
I got a lot of shit to get off my chest because I got dumped all this shit in my lap, and my baby daddy ended up dying. I never got to address nothing. You feel me? Like, never got a chance to address anything immediately. It was on and popped.
That's what I'm saying. So you had to deal with so much mentally because the fact that you had to deal, you trying to grieve your son's father because that's who you love, that's who you was with. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You want to grieve him in a normal way. But I guess for me, I'm looking at it like I be trying to grieve this man, but I'm mad at him too, even though he gone. But I'm mad, like you didn't have those.
I didn't have time to be mad because
I would have wanted to go dig up his grave and punch him.
It was. I was pregnant.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so here it was. You think I don't even want to go wreck shit? You feel me?
Yeah.
You let this bitch get one up on me, and you just gonna leave like that.
That's what I'm like. She can feel like she won. She like I got this
exactly
before he left.
But that was her whole plan anyway to try to get pregnant. You feel me? That was her first time getting pregnant with him. Now while I was with him, but that's why I'm saying we was kids doing shit we had no motherfucking business doing.
So
we had a real life awakening going on.
This is a good segue into some of the questions that we had because we're not gonna get to all of them. But okay, so knowing all this that you had to deal with as a mother, what do you think is the best thing as a woman and a mother? This is a twofold question because the person who somebody asked this question, but it was a male. So the male wants a woman's perspective of asking, what is the most important thing you think a father can teach his children, his son and his daughter? And so, but I want to know first from you as a woman and a mother, what do you think that is? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, he want to know from a woman's perspective anyway.
Right.
So
what I can't really tell you from a man's perspective because I don't know. I'm searching for that answer right now. You know what I'm saying?
But having a father that was kind of absent in and out, as a woman and a mother, what do you think is the most important thing a father should teach his daughter and his son, and what a mother should teach their daughter and son?
For a father to teach his daughter is how a man should treat a woman.
That's what a father should teach his son.
That's what he just no. As a father, that he's supposed to teach his daughter how a man's supposed to treat a woman. And for his son, he's supposed to teach that man how to treat a woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
So going deeper into that, like, what do you mean, like, as far as respect or as being a provider?
Yeah, everything that entails. Like, if you are an active father, that's what comes along with watching your child grow. It comes with steps of teaching them how to do things. First is to walk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then next is potty training. Then that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you was a real active parent,
be involved in those
exactly, instilling those type of values.
Be a part of the. I agree with that. I think that being present, not just thinking like being a father that's just a title. Mm-hmm. Father is a paternal title. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get that if you have a child, you help create a child. It's the title that you get. Period. But actually activating that title is totally different because you can be somebody's father and not be a father.
You can be a dad and not a father.
Like,
you feel me? I feel like for a majority of my life, I had a dad. My daddy wasn't no father. You feel what I'm saying? My daddy was really off doing his own thing, worried about himself because he was the only child and he was selfishly thinking and not really thinking about responsibility. You feel what I'm saying? Because he had everybody else to take care of us. That's how you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't know what responsibility was. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'll be really fighting to try to get my son from out of that, because he the same sign as my daddy. Like, he got so many characteristics of my daddy. It's so crazy. And he an only child like my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. And I know we're talking about kids and parenting, but that's crazy because I feel like most of the men I chose had so many of the same characteristics as my father.
But you know what's crazy?
And it wasn't always the good ones.
Would I change anything I went through with my baby daddy right now? No.
Really?
I would not, because that taught me so much. That forced me to mature. You know what I'm saying? I had to really refrain from killing a bitch. Like,
that's why I tell people, like,
that's the hardest thing you can ever do,
like,
especially when you mocking me because you pregnant.
Because you pregnant, yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I feel like that's what, like, because people ask me if I regret, like, getting married and then end up being divorced and stuff. It's like, I don't regret it because I feel like it helped me become the woman that I am. Like, I know for sure what kind of man I want and what I deserve, based on how I was treated and what I had to deal with in that during that time.
But I ain't gonna lie, that's the greatest love I ever had. That's the greatest love I ever had, G. And I feel like I don't really give people a chance because I'm still looking for that. I don't know
if I have my greatest love outside of God yet. I thought I did, but now, like, where I'm at in life now, I haven't had the greatest love.
Even though he was young, you feel what I'm saying? But me and him that was my best friend. I knew he'd kill for me. You feel me? Like, my baby daddy'd do 100 years for me. I know that for a fact.
Is that love?
And it's vice versa. But from what I'm taught, that's love. That's loyalty.
Really?
It's nothing that you can. To be honest, I would take loyalty over love any day.
Really? Swear to God. I mean, because you can betray somebody that you love. It happens every day.
Every day.
Cheating is the betrayal.
I take loyalty over love any day.
Cheating is the betrayal. So you can betray somebody that you love. So I get you on that. I feel you on it.
I definitely would.
That's true. But I feel like I've experienced love. I feel like I was in love, but I feel like now the things that I've experienced and where I am in life, love, I know what love is based off the word of God. You know what I'm saying? I know it's an action word, but the way I need to be loved is a little different. It's not based on being patient and kind.
But everybody see that I don't know what love is, because
I think love is totally, like, you got to make me feel, I need to feel secure and protected.
Yes.
Like,
I feel like
love is a choice. Like, that's how I'm going to know you love me. If you are loyal to me, you're protecting me, you're providing for me, and you're making me feel safe and secure when I'm with you. When I'm with you, I have no worries. I have no fear. I feel like
ain't nothing sexier to me than a man that can protect me. You feel me? I don't care what the circumstances.
And I feel like most women,
and I'm not a helpless woman. I'm not a helpless woman. You feel what I'm saying? I can hold my own. But
you don't want to have to do that. Exactly. You want to be forced to do. Like, I feel like it's good that we know how to do that, because I'm the same way. I'm a go-getter. Yeah. I'm gonna get what I need by any means necessary. Sure. I'm gonna go out there and do what I gotta do. But at the same time, I don't want to have to do that all the time. I feel like for women, we only need to do it when it's necessary. Like, hey, babe, you need some help. You fell short, because things happen. Life happens. A man might not always be on top, so we can't judge them and make them feel less than when they go through a certain time in their life where they might just need they need help. You know what I'm saying? Life happens. You never know what the reason may be, regardless of what it is. That's when we come in and say, okay, I got this. Let me pull up my bootstraps, put my big girl panties on, and go make this happen. Make some stuff shake for us.
I didn't need it.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do it. But for me, I only want to do that when it's absolutely necessary. I don't want to have to do that. So in order to be a part of my life, you have to be able to relieve that.
I feel like I've been running for so long, G. I just want to stop. Remember on Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
When he was running and he
And
just
I
stopped
was
and turned
running.
around.
And they was like, why'd you stop? He was like, I want to go home now. Like, he was like, I'm going home.
That's how I feel. Like I'm overly exerted. I'm overly exhausted. My brain is mentally fried. You feel me? Like,
where is Prince Charming?
But I keep telling everybody my man is somewhere down south. I know it. Because I'm not for the weak. I need a girly
a farmer.
The way I'm gonna get that milk, nigga.
Now in the sweat just dripping all over his body and a stuck wife beater, but he don't beat his wife.
And he galloping on them horses like that.
What? We're the old country southern cowboy.
Yes. I just really feel like that because these city boys is not cutting it for me. Y'all too sassy. I can't come into my soul girl era because I gotta be so
you softer than me.
Your pants tighter than mine. You in the shop?
We here, so let's get into it. I mean, if you
cut the sassy shit. We need real men back out here.
And when we say sassy, we're not saying you
gay.
We just saying like women need more masculine energy than they have.
So we can put away our masculine.
We all have levels of testosterone and estrogen in us. We're human, right? Everybody has both of those hormones in their body. What we're saying is we need to be able to see physically on the inside and the outside that you have more testosterone than we do.
My muscles should not be bigger than yours. You feel me? Like my muscles should not be bigger than yours.
What if he just genetically can't have bigger muscles?
With those skinny ass, bony ass niggas.
Listen, I hear you though, because I need you to be.
I need some.
How else are you gonna feel protected?
And I'm bigger than you.
I'm bigger, you know.
And then we gonna run up on me before he run up on you.
I don't see what's that name can do it. That's what Now don't get me wrong, just because people small don't mean they don't got no power. Because I've been part of the itty bitty committee all my life, okay? I'm fun size, all right? I'm not a midget, but I'm fun size. And ask about me. Okay, I still can hold mine just because I'm short. Okay, but what I'm about to say, as a woman, I couldn't be with no man that's like shorter than me or smaller than me, or because already like look at me, I'm short, I'm small. Like let me tell you, baby, we the same size and the same height, like a Kevin Hart.
And my sisters in them only know the little niggas live for me. The little niggas love climbing this tree.
Hey, cousin. My cousin ready to say, nah, they sassy. Gonna say it. But, okay. So, listen. I'm not saying the little guys are not relevant. But let's be real. Everybody have a preference. And I told you, this is a no judge.
I want to try new shit.
We're not judging over here. Everybody got a preference.
I want to try new shit. And no light skins.
I was just about to say that. I'm like, I'm not a colorist because I've dated light skinned guys before, but that's just not my preference.
See,
I'm not gonna judge all of them, but I just feel like from my experience, I don't need a light skinned man.
It's just this one light skin.
And I truly believe that God will not make my husband be light skinned when he know I don't even look their way. That'll be so like, I know God got a sense of humor. We say that all the time, but like, God, please don't do that to me. Don't let my husband be light skinned. I be ignoring what I want. And I'm ignoring all light skinned guys.
And my nigga is really supposed to be a light skinned nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I really feel like, I hope not. Like, I want some melanin. I'm sorry. And this is and it ain't because, you know, I feel like light skinned guys is just,
they have a complex.
But they do got a complex. I just don't want
they have a complex.
I like dark skin. Yes. The black and the berry, the sweet of the
I love me a black ass.
Oh, let's talk about it with some muscle.
I like me a thug ass nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why I need to get.
I like him to have thug tendencies, but don't be a thug for real.
I like
in real life.
I need to start getting out of what my brain is telling me. You feel me? Because I feel like the only way to make me feel protected is to fuck with a thug ass nigga.
Now I just be saying I just want who God got for me.
Cause we in our 30s.
Cause it's like I don't know how you look.
This is Bridgerton on crack.
Right? We don't. Girl, we done been through how many seasons? Wait, how many seasons we done been through and haven't got chose, child? Or chose by the wrong one? How many seasons?
That been not in, baby.
What they call? What they made it?
Made it.
We made it, child. We old maids.
Like, we ain't got no call for nothing.
We old maids. That's what they call them in Bridgerton. Girl, if you ain't married by at least by 25, child, it's like no hope.
Yes. And they tell you off to the
You
old
might as well
people.
gonna be a lady to the night.
So I don't want no old me.
Now look, these bearded salt and peppers now. I'm just saying. I'm not discriminating on the age. I just need you to still be active. Okay? I need you to still be active. And I'm sorry, if you're gonna be old, at least be fine and know how to dress.
I got me one.
You got one?
I got me one. I got me one.
Tell me more.
See, I need a young and an old. You hear me?
Yeah.
I need to be balanced out.
You got a brother.
Huh?
You got a brother.
You see?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna be older,
be fine.
Be fine.
You
gotta be
active.
active. I don't care.
You gotta take
Viagra.
You gotta be that kind of thing.
I do not care if you gotta take Viagra. Just be wise.
Like the Zeddies that be on Facebook.
Just know how to dress.
Yes, God.
And of course, money, like that's a given. I'm not dealing with you that you ain't got no money. Let's just be real.
Yeah. I'll take one of them. Like the one with 2 braids.
I just want who God got for me. I just want who God got for me.
I'm just because
I feel like that's the guy I've been asking for.
I'm gonna move to the country because my frog is in the country.
Listen, I feel like my frog is in Italy. I'm trying to get to Italy. I want to drink some wine, eat some pasta.
You a date a foreman?
At this point now, I didn't think I was all black love. All black love, baby. But I am 3 scores. I am 3 scores in 7 years.
This bitch is over.
I can't discriminate no more, okay? I done gave these black teens 37.
I'm giving up on the book.
I ain't giving up. I'm just saying I'm gonna be a little bit more open. My next might be in Italy, waiting on me to go and plan this trip of this. Hey, Auntie. My mama on my lap. Hey, mama.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, cousin. You got a question? What's your question? She said at her age, she likes who likes her.
Who said it?
My cousin Keena.
Don't settle, sis. Don't do it.
Wait, Kabira, what you talk about? You would never. You would never what? Because I know you talk about dating an older man.
Okay.
What you gonna never do?
And your man is literally.
She talk about. So what about the salt and pepper? The salt and pepper is nice. I like the salt and pepper.
It is. But you gotta be a certain caliber. You just can't be no balling in the middle of fat.
Right. We just thinking like
right.
So you have to be top tier. Well kept.
You gotta be top tier, Zay.
Like we ain't say we desperate. We just
like
we being a little bit more open.
And your skin nice and tight.
We expanding our horizons.
You got muscles.
Hey, you could be a little wrinkled. It don't even matter. Just still have some nice skin. Oh, she said her man Kabira said she would never date light skin.
Oh yes, sister, you know.
And then she said her man got salt and pepper. Okay.
Period.
So she said she's speaking our language.
Sister, you know. Light skin.
Speaking our language. But yeah, so I just feel like I'm not saying that a man has to be perfect. I just feel like what most women ask for is super simple. Like I don't feel like because me and got the thing will say we ask for too much. And hey, Bestie, I saw that all the way over here. I know I see my friend name. I don't even need to see all the letters of your name. I know what my bestie is.
That was great.
Back here.
That's don't nobody else matter but this person because she think that shit from all the way over there.
I felt her pop in.
That's
Right, bestie. But yeah, it's like I feel like what we ask for is not too much. I feel like it's too much to a man because he's not willing to change his ways and do what he got to do to.
I feel like what we ask for
that
criteria. That's standard shit. You want to live? You want some living?
We are one.
You want some living coochie? You want me to do wifely duties? Get up and wash your drawers and make your breakfast and make sure you eat at night and you got food on the table when you come in from work, nigga?
And there's women out here that still wouldn't do that because for some reason men think women are not domesticated or can't be domesticated or can't be submissive. A woman is only going to submit to a man that she trusts can lead her at the end of the day. So we're not going to get into the women don't know how to listen. No, if you have a problem with your woman listening to you, she ain't the bitch for you. That she either not for you or you're not doing something right.
Period. Or you're not leading her in the right way. She don't feel safe enough to trust your judgment.
That's it. That's all.
And that's my problem.
That's it. That's all.
I'm a very smart, intelligent person. You just can't give me anything and think that I'm gonna follow it.
And that's what the problem most men get. They think they don't gotta explain nothing to us. Like if you tell me something, don't think just because you said it and you a great leader that I'm not gonna ask you why you choosing this decision for our lives.
Period.
Like I'm still gonna need to know why you doing this and why you doing it this way versus a way that I may have suggested or another way that it could have been handled. You still need to explain yourself, bro. Like we're not your child. You know what I'm saying? I feel like men, it's a thin line with that where they start to abuse the authority that we're allowing them to have.
Oh, for sure.
Because you're not taking it. A woman is allowing you to lead her. That means she trusts you.
And when she
but that don't mean you're not supposed to communicate.
Too much. Once you take it back, once you take away that little leeway that she gave you back, if we doing too much. You feel me? Like I don't want to do I don't want to do nothing more than what I'm supposed to do as a woman, especially when it comes to a relationship, because I'm so exhausted from doing everything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I want to let my head down, kick my feet up, get my feet rubbed. You feel what I'm saying? Look at me and tell me I'm beautiful sometimes, or let me know you thinking about me. Like that's basic shit.
For real.
Ain't nothing wrong with buying your bitch flowers. You know what I'm saying?
My best still said that mother effing part.
Period.
And I want to say, hey, Toya Ramsey Butler, okay? Come on for the new last name. Period. Congratulations, honey.
It's
on your nuptials. I know it's wedding season. I told y'all I love black love. I hope it happens for me. But I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised if y'all
happen for you. Though.
If y'all see me on the coast of Tuscany,
happen for you. Though.
Marrying an Italian.
We're not the same no more. Actually, we're not the same.
Because I've been married before.
Yeah.
As my daddy said, that didn't count. Because he didn't give me away. No. My daddy said, because I went to city. Let me tell y'all, I'm spilling all the tea. My daddy said my marriage was not real and it did not count because he did not give me away. Period. I was just doing something.
Period.
Because I went to City Hall. I didn't have a wedding. And my parents was out of town, I think in Georgia, when I called them and told them I was about to go get married. And my son was our witness. And we just went to City Hall. Yeah, when I said at the beginning, I should have known. All the red flags were at the beginning. He asked me to marry him in the laundromat. He asked me to marry him in the laundromat, and he didn't have a wedding. And I really think he did.
Okay, now what did he say? What did he say? It ain't really about the place.
Girl, he said, what would you say if I said, let's get married right now? Oh, no. And my dumbass over here, like, hold it close. What? No, I'm saying, he like, I'm for real. If I said, let's go get married right now, we'll marry me? I'm like, yeah. Like, at that point, because I wanted to be married, like, what I went through with my son's father, I was in church. We felt a little pressure from the church to get married and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I honestly felt like that should be the next step in my life. I went through what I went through. I'm with a man that's saying he loved me. He go to church. He stopped smoking weed for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this man loved me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, sure. and he went and bought a silver band. There was no stone on it from Walmart. And very sad. And he did give me an upgrade our 1 year anniversary, and it was really nice. That ring was so nice, and I lost it at the gym.
That's how you do it 1 year.
Yeah. I mean, he burned the marriage license. He thought our marriage was over because he burned the marriage license.
To be honest, I swear to God. Oh my God. I don't see I don't have them visions.
You don't have the vision of what? Being married?
What it would be like for somebody to propose to me. I don't have them visions.
Oh no, my next proposal, I mean, my man just gotta know me. It better be grand. And I'm sorry, but he gonna feel the weight of that. I was married before. I didn't get no wedding. I didn't get no grand proposal. He better do something.
But I don't see it because not that I don't feel like I'm gonna ever get married, but it's just like I know I'm gonna be one of them old bitches that get married. Cause I'm not going for anything. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I want my first time to be my last time for real.
I feel that, and I wanted my first time to be the only time, but when you gotta do what you gotta do when it's for your peace and happiness, I wasn't compromising that no more.
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not wrong for getting up.
But I feel what you're saying. I wanted my first time getting married to be like my only marriage. I didn't ever think that I would get married and divorced, even though I stuck it through for 5 years. I was trying to push through because after year number 3, I was ready to.
So I
got away with it.
I do got a question. I got this question based off personal experience because I was in a 9-year relationship with a woman. You feel me? And like, I don't know if they hear that. I don't think it's any different from dating a man other than the emotions or whatnot. But when do you know it's over?
Oh.
When do you know it's over?
I want to hear some of y'all responses in here.
When do you know it's over? Like when the sex stop, or like when do you know it's over?
For me, personally, I want to hear what y'all got to say too. First of all, let me go to the people that were saying. Oh, Kabiri said it took her a while to train her dog so it can happen. I guess she's talking about when we talk about the men leading. And then my cousin Keena agreed with us saying that a woman that submits to her man is because she trusts the way he leads.
Yeah.
If a man has a problem with his woman submitting to him, my cousin Keena.
Period, cousin.
If a man is having trouble with a woman submitting to him, most likely it's because she does not trust the way he's leading. Period.
Auntie Monica said we won't come to America, Popo. We do.
Yes, we do.
We do, Auntie.
Okay, my bestie said, it's over when the consistency stops. Elaborate on that a little bit more. Consistency of what?
Exactly. You've been together for a long time. Y'all live together. Right. Like, I was in this relationship for 9 years. We lived together, everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
for me, go ahead. Because it's crazy. I feel like for me, I had to deal with it twice.
Yeah.
I had to deal with
but what you basically was just
that's
basically like you was married again.
But that's what I'm saying. I had to deal with 2 long relationships. My marriage was 5 years. Mm-hmm. I honestly knew it was over like a whole year before that. We were separated for like 6 months before we actually got divorced. I knew it was over when I finally picked up the phone and was like, yeah, can you meet me at City Hall so we could just get this over with? Like literally, I know he was off on Mondays. He kept giving me excuses of why we couldn't, meet up and get this done or whatever. I'm like, today Monday, you off work. You ain't got no excuse. Please meet me at City Hall so we can get this over with. And like, I knew it was over then when I finally had enough courage to call him and be like, let's just go do this. And I was divorced in 1 day. We went to City Hall. We filled out the thing. I filled out a waiver, so I wouldn't have to pay the fee and everything. Like,
it's cheaper to keep it.
And that's the thing. I didn't want anything from him. First of all, he didn't have nothing. We didn't have no business together. We didn't have kids together. The judge asked me, was there any assets or anything that I'm requesting? I said, no. Alimony, no.
Right.
I literally said, I don't want anything.
But the name
stays.
The name stays home.
But crazy thing is, I never changed my name.
So for my situation,
Legally.
the communication stopped, the support stopped, the trust stopped. Hell, this was even.
So basically, everything stopped. The communication, the I agree. I feel like the communication may not stop, but for me, like I was very short with my communication. Like my actions just changed. Like I wasn't me anymore. And I was purposely not being me, which was hard because I'm naturally domesticated. I naturally spoil my man, and my love language is touch and words of affirmation. So I have no problem telling my man, I love you. You my king. You so fine. You know, massages.
Yeah.
Treating him to dinner and stuff like that. Saying, let's go to breakfast. It's on me. Stuff like that. I that comes to me naturally to do for my man.
Said she signed a waiver too.
Period. Sign that waiver. Let's get it over with. I went to Staples and made 3 copies. Well, 2 copies because the judge gets the original. I made a copy for both of us. It was like a thick stack of papers. I sat there and paid for all the copies. Like, let's just get this done today. By the time I was done with everything, the judge was on lunch. They was like, we have to wait like 30 minutes for the judge to come back from lunch. I said, we'll wait. And that's what we did.
Well,
we
for me,
and it was boom,
when
stamp it.
Really, I just felt like she just didn't know me no more. You feel me? Like, I laid next to this lady when my brother died, and I cried the hardest I ever cried in my life. That lady did not turn over. She didn't budge. You feel me? Like, that's the cold way. You know what I'm saying? You was there, buddy. You wasn't there.
I think in my last,
she was already gone. And I was gone
and
you feel me? We wasn't having sex. Me and her had sex for probably like.
Now I was gonna add that in there. I know for me, for a fact, because I'm such a sexual person.
Me too.
I'm the body. Baby, if I don't want to do anything,
it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
If I don't want to do nothing, it's a problem. Yeah. For real. Like that's
that's a
definite good sign that I tapped out.
And I got another question. How much sex is too much sex?
At my age now, baby, don't come more than once a day. I got itch to do. I'll give it to you once a day. To me, that's like, okay, especially if it's new. Like what I told y'all, at my age that I am right now, like hormones be weird. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I was to be active now, I probably wouldn't mind to be in every day.
I feel like men is different from women because they don't understand that we have a vagina. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just be round all night.
Especially if you like, I'm sorry. I'm getting older, and if we not married, and then you are not going to wear out my treasure that somebody else who actually puts a ring on my finger needs to benefit from. Period. Okay, I need to perform for my husband.
Period.
You will not wear me out and wear me down. Period. Okay, or tear me down.
Listen, it depends on the mood. If I'm full in the mood, we finna go probably like 2-3 times.
We got a good question. Shakina, my cousin Shakina, she asking both of us what are we looking for today? So,
and as far as what?
If you talking about I missed the right, like who we want in a partner, what we looking for today?
Looking for my future
I would say I'm just looking for someone who doesn't feel like my needs and wants are too much. And what I mean by that is what I'm asking you for, I'm willing to reciprocate, period. Okay? So if I'm asking you for the world, if I'm asking you to be a provider, if I'm asking you to love me and be loyal to me and faithful to me and only me, that means I'm willing to do that too.
I feel like that's little.
And that's nothing. Like I want
your pants is little.
I want companionship and partnership. I want a best friend with a penis.
That's why.
And a lot of money.
To be honest, like I wish I could have the love that I had for my son father, but mature.
Mm-hmm. Definitely love and respect, but I feel like all that comes into if you loyal to me and committed to me, that stuff should come naturally.
I feel like if he was still alive right now, we would probably be married. We probably would have been married.
The way you talk about him, I can believe that.
That was my dog.
I can believe that.
That was, I swear to God. Other than granddaddy, I never felt like I could have a blow. I never felt like something could hit me like that. You know what I'm saying? And take over my brain like that. Like granddaddy, I tried to crash out.
Really?
I tried to. They called me in the middle of the night.
I miss granddaddy. He wasn't my hardest, but I don't think I would. I think again because that was that first year of my pregnancy. Everything just happened so fast. It's like I feel like I didn't really have time to like process it or grieve it. Yeah. And then they asked me to praise dance at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to praise dance. Like so it was like, and I'm like, Lord, the Lord already forgave me, but I was so hungover praise dancing because we got towed up the night before the funeral because we was crying and drinking. Like
that's what I want in a man. That's what I want in a man. That same type of protection, that same type of love, that same type of, you feel me? I know that you got my back and I know that you not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't looking for perfect.
But see, and that's what my thing is.
I don't want to be stupid.
I think I allow men to get away with not being everything that they should be because I grew up with that.
What you mean?
Like in my household, it was a little different. Like my father was there, but it's like because he struggled with an addiction, mm-hmm. It was like, and not drugs, y'all. Alcohol addiction. Okay. I'm like, people gonna be going like, I should stay at her daddy. Not too much on my daddy, okay? So I still love him and we great now. But I've had some struggles with my relationship with my father coming up because of his addiction and him still not processing what he needed to mentally, he wasn't always able to show his daughters what a woman deserved.
Yeah.
Because he, at times, because his addiction got the best of him, he showed another side.
For sure.
Which I try my best not to pick out, but for some reason, it's like I still ended up with men that had some of those characteristics and I allowed to be mediocre. Mm-hmm. But I accepted it because that's what I saw.
One thing about me, though, to be honest, all the niggas I'd probably fuck with, like, from the hood, like, from the streets, y'all never messed with an aggressive man.
No, I never. Well,
I've never. That's one thing about me when it comes to like choosing men.
I got more so verbally.
I can smell abuse.
Verbally abused. Now, if anything, I was the one that got physical first.
Yeah.
So I did get choked up a couple times, but that's because most of the time I swung first, or he was trying to keep me up off him. So I can't even say like I was with somebody that like physically abused me. I was like the one that was throwing the punches first. Real talk, like. So thank God I didn't have to deal with anybody being physically abusive towards me. But like I said, like he would like choke me to get me up off of him or something. You know what I'm saying? Like that has happened.
My baby daddy used to take off running. Take off running because he know I'm going to take it to
I used to throw pots, pans, PlayStation, like anything that I could grab real quick at your head. Like I was so angry and aggressive.
I don't like to say that I have been an abuser, but I have. Like
I'm gonna take accountability. I have been an abuser. I talked down. I tore men down with my mouth. Yeah.
Well,
verbal abuse is real.
Yeah.
But when you live through dysfunction, it's very easy to think that's normal.
That's normal.
It's very easy to think how you're living and what you're doing is normal.
But I never ever felt like a nigga, if he don't beat on me, he don't love me.
Yeah, I ain't never thought that. Like, you're not about to put your hands on me.
Like, I can deal with all the toxic shit, but you put your hand on me?
I pray for the women that has to deal with that, or
domestic
is
abuse
still
is
doing
for
with
real.
that. That's real.
But I did that because my sisters was with abusive men. You feel what I'm saying? Like I used to have to fight niggas with my sister. Like her ex-boyfriend, like this nigga used to fuck her up, G. And I'm like 10, 11. Don't know what I'm watching. I'm watching my sister literally bleed. Like you.
See, and those moments are so traumatizing.
What?
It'll make you be like, I'm never gonna deal with that ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm never gonna be. But then it's so crazy how sometimes you will end up in a situation like that, even though you know it's not.
I got my feminist ways when it comes to certain shit. I do not condone no man putting their hands on no woman at all. I don't condone no woman putting her hands on no man. I don't do that domestic shit at all.
Let's remember when me and I supposed to put their hands on no woman, but y'all like, know how we could be
a little bit toxic, like busting out a window or something. You feel me? But like physically, bodily harming each other. Like you gotta walk around with a black eye and shit. Like that's insane.
It's insane.
That's insane.
I know they say never say never, but baby, that will never happen.
Because
let me tell you what I'm going to do, and I know I will because, like I said, I've been the initiator. I'm fighting back, like Tina did in the limo. I ain't gonna wait till you then beat on me all these years for me to finally pop. No, like what Tina did to Ike in the back of that limo, that's gonna happen every time you try to put your hands on me. We boxing until one of us leave. Somebody got to leave or leave out or bleed out. And if we married, if you really want to go down that road, about to death do us part,
we can die about it.
Baby, we're going to fight to death, okay?
We can die about it.
But it's your life or mine.
I don't want to die. You hear me?
Leave out or bleed out or leave me alone. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. And that's why I feel like that's why I'm so aggressive. You feel me? Because you're not going to try, G, you're not going to try me on that level. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. I don't give a fuck what words.
It's almost like I hate that. We got to have a guard up.
Yeah.
I hate that we're like that.
Time out. So, just the weekend just passed. I just had my son and his brother. They was at my crib or whatever. They was both at the crib. We in the kitchen. They in there cooking, fucking some shit up. We just having random talk. So I'm telling my other son, like, Antonio like toxic women. You feel me? Gee, these kids, you thought that's what's so crazy because
their drama is insane.
You think that we went through something
between the ages right now. If you have a child between the age of, I'm even going as low as 13 to like 18, 19.
My son,
their drama is
my
insane.
son's is 17 years old, and they both are into toxic women. My son told me it ain't fun if we ain't fighting.
That's crazy.
I said what?
But you know they seeing this on these YouTube influencers pages and stuff like that. Like they think it's cute. Like all this.
They love the toxicity.
Fighting and
my son
cranking
and have an attitude and take his attitude out on the whole house because of what a bitch did.
We're gonna have to put little cuz in therapy.
Gee, I be telling him like, why do you like let these girls stress you out? He be, it's a little fun.
Cause I hear like sometimes when I be Ubering, and some of these young kids be getting on Uber sometimes. You hear them talking on the phone. I be like, this is how y'all talk to each other.
I said that. I said I'm gonna bring that up
even when we were that young, for real. Even when I was that young. When I was messing with the little boys I was messing with, and
I don't want to argue
and not to brag, when I was younger, I was with older men then too.
We all were.
And even the grown men did not call me out my name. They did not treat me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand this calling out the name and y'all okay with calling each other all these
bitches.
Yeah, like I just and then don't call me bruh. I'm not your bro. I don't care if we arguing like some bro.
Bitch, I better be.
Cause you calling me bro while we juicing?
I better.
You ain't gonna say bro when we juicing. So don't play with me. Don't call me no bro when we arguing. I'm not your bro. Oh, that just made me.
Don't call her bro. You heard her. Period.
Like, are you insane? Like, still treat me like I'm a lady. I'm an angry lady right now, but I'm still a lady.
That's what we need to do. Go back to school segment with teenage boys. I need to get a perspective on what is really going. I really need because I be talking to my son, but I don't be feeling like he giving it to me.
He ain't giving it out how he needs to.
He ain't giving it up how he.
For some reason, I don't know if they think we can't handle it or they think we gonna be mad, but it's really like I'm trying to. Like if you really like, I be trying to tell my son all the time. If you really talk to me the way I'm trying to get you to talk to me,
now.
Your mama, you older now. I'm telling you, your mama can put you up on game. Your mama can let you know what it is. Like these streets didn't raise me, but trust and believe, I got enough uncles, cousins, aunties, parents that ain't been in these streets. You don't know. The streets ain't changed, baby. The times might have changed, but what they do in the streets is still the same, baby.
My daddy always told me one thing: that concrete ain't gonna give, baby.
It ain't.
That concrete from 100 years ago still that same concrete.
She said this generation is totally different. Yeah, so we might do a segment on that. We might get some. What are they? Gen Zs.
I'm confused. Is they X or Z?
Well, they both. Gen Z is behind us. We're considered millennials,
but they is not technically the last generation, so they're not Z. They gotta be X
or X. It's one of them. We're gonna figure it out.
Babies that's out now is the Z.
Yeah, Gen Z is
they like, technically us the generation.
So they Gen Y. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out, but them ages. The age group after us millennials and then the one after that, that's what we need to talk to. So those are ages is from like
so we have 17 18-year-old.
Yeah.
And we really need to, because my little cousin Tyshawn, he out of high school now. Mm-hmm. And my son, he going into senior year. And I really need to get inside these kids' head. I need to know everything about how they feel about all the stuff that's happening as far as the violence. I want to know everything because I need to know how my son really feeling on the inside. Like, is you walking around paranoid? Like,
that's what I'm saying. It's like they don't want to let us know everything. No. And another thing comes with that is that we have males. They internalize because they internalize a lot. They don't. The natural instinct of a man is to not talk anyway, and to just keep everything in and deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with, which is the total opposite is what we try to break from day one when we give birth to them.
Yeah,
we try to teach you to be sensitive and open to be able to express yourself, and it's like I don't know. It's almost like they're supposed to be like that.
Like I want to talk about sex with them. I want to talk about safe sex. You feel me? Because these are the conversations that I didn't grow up, nobody teaching me about sex. Did nobody teach me about sex? Nobody told me what came with sex. None of that.
I just read a lot of Zane books.
Like, it was insane. Like, I had no knowledge of anything. When I first had my menstrual, nobody told me. You feel me? My daddy wasn't even mentally stable enough to even understand what was going on. You feel me? Like, I ain't had that, and I wasn't able to have that conversation with him. And it's uncomfortable.
It's so much. It is uncomfortable
because they really having sex right now.
They are, and guess what? I'm about to stop you right there because I don't want to talk about that. I do not want to talk about that right now. I don't want to think about it because I know it's happening. It started happening a long time ago. I ain't gonna tell my son business though, but. I'm gonna let him tell it. So we're gonna try to work that segment out, y'all. We are definitely way over our time. Okay. We've been talking, which is okay. That's what we're here to do. The chit chat. It's the Fist Ratchet chat. So again, if you guys got questions, you can still put your questions down in the comments in the chatterization. You can also DM us your questions because we're going to be back again for another segment of WineTales with WineTales. Yeah. Now I do want to let you guys know that next week you are either going to get a pre-recorded video of us. We may not be live, or I'm trying to work out if I'm able to go live next week while I'm on another segment. I am a guest of another podcast next week. We should. We can.
Oh, shit, on music.
Yeah. We can talk about that. But yes, next week you guys may get a pre-recorded. I'm going to keep you informed, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're on YouTube, definitely subscribe. If you're on Facebook, subscribe. Follow Sophistic Ratchet Chat's page. We do have a page, and we're on Instagram as well, Sophistic Ratchet Chat. I just want you guys to stay in tune because I'm going to keep you posted. I am a special guest. The subject is going to be talking about life after divorce. That is what I'm going to be discussing as a guest on the podcast next week. I'm going to give you more information. My good sis, Aisha, who's kicking off her podcast. I'm so excited to sit with her. Y'all know that's my girl. She was a guest on here on Sophistic Ratchet Chat. She's a Black activist. She works for our city. She pushed for our city and the community. And when I say she got connects and she's doing her thing and she's the boss, baby, this is just adding to her list to add a podcast, adding to her list. So y'all don't want to miss that. So I want y'all to be able to tune into that so we can still see each other and connect with each other next week. But I would definitely keep y'all posted on that. So just make sure you tuning in, tapping in, and checking in with me throughout this next week. But I love y'all. We're going to finish our dirty wine. Okay. Y'all know.
On Instagram, add Niecy to Nasty. Period.
The number 2. Niecy.
The number 2, Nasty. Period.
Follow my cousin, y'all. But as y'all can see, we always talking, so we're going to keep talking.
Bye. The wine I'm gone.
Thank y'all for y'all support. Talk to y'all next week. See y'all later.